Okay, fellas, morning. Recording, yep. So, another quick morning ride on the Himalayan, and here we are. This video is going to be about the tank bag that you see on the motorcycle. I got this tank bag about a month ago, and I've been testing it thoroughly just so that I don't make a video that is all about, what I feel about a product, rather what the product has to say for itself. And well, this tank bag has definitely done its job. It's definitely replaced my Rhinox navigator. I take a long time before I buy something, but when I buy something, I will definitely put in a lot of attention and value it for what it is, and not just simply dive into the next upgrade in the market. Coming back to the tank bag, this is an Enduro tank bag. Well, that is what it is. It's an Enduro LT tank bag. I don't really know what LT stands for, maybe light, because this is definitely it's half the capacity of the Rhinox navigator. It is a 5-liter trail riding, enduro riding tank bag, just so that it only carries so much and not more than required, and sits really high up, and it just doesn't keep tossing around as in when you do stuff. With the navigator, the magnets had slowly started losing their grip, and so I had to fasten them onto my railings, and they were still not cutting it for me. I mean, the tank bag would slightly slip and be off position every now and then, and I would have to adjust it, and that was just starting to bother me a lot. But that also being said, it's a 15-liter tank bag, so the problem with the 15-liter tank bag is you end up loading it as much as you can for every little trip that you take, and so it was partly me too. I just could not be satisfied with keeping the tank bag empty. I would always have to fill it up with stuff, and then later have problems with it, just jumping around the whole time I was doing trails or off-road riding. SW-MOTECH Enduro LT 5-liter. And another interesting feature to it is it's a extendable capacity tank bag, unlike so many tank bags where you don't have this facility. So now it becomes 7.5 liters. So it's a 5-liter to 7.5 liter extendable tank bag, and I really don't like this. I don't intend on shoving a lot of things in and making it that high up on the tank, because I don't like to carry a lot of weight higher up. I don't ride more than I don't fill up my tank more than 7.5 to 10 liters max. 10 liters is all that this tank has seen. I mean, apart from long distance touring on the highways, I've never really gone ahead and filled this tank up more than 7 liters. So 7.5 to 8 or 9 liters at the most is what this tank has seen, and that is what I prefer to have as fuel capacity when I do a lot of off-road riding. And so the whole point is to keep the weight low down. With that lovely, beautiful, heavy engine, you don't really want a lot of weight going up on the motorcycle. So yep, extendable capacity and all that, but don't intend on using it. So we'll talk about certain other aspects of the tank bag now. Another interesting aspect of the tank bag is the fact that you can just detach it from the base, just like that. There you go. Comes off, sits right there, and that is the base. Now another interesting aspect of this is you can just go ahead and loosen it a little more if need be, and you have enough room to now open your fuel lid and fill in fuel. And then again, once you're done with fueling and related jobs, all that you need to do is just do this. There you go. So the base sits high up like that. Of course, I can push it even further, but then I'll have my tank bag interfere with all the various bits that you see on the handlebar. So yep, so the tank bag sits on a base like this. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You take the tank bag, you hold this bit here, if you guys can see, and then just lock it in place, and there you go. A child's play, that easy. Sits really comfortably on the tank, and Yep, the figure, the form, the shape, all that is subjective. Some people may like it, some people may not. I love it. My opinion may not be in sync with a lot of guys out there, but then again, I love the way this sits on the tank. It's just really too quirky and too nice to ignore, and has a strong character, really strong character. Going into the contents of the tank bag, first you see is a transparent touch membrane. Again, the phone slides in from inside, and this access to this compartment is from the inside and not from the outside, unlike so many other tank bags where you shove it in from the outside. So that kind of compromises on the waterproofing ability of the tank bag. So there you go, easy access from the inside. Move on to the other compartments. You have two loops here just to run your tools, or maybe something like that. Too important, maybe a mini ratchet and something else, an open end spanner or something. And then you have a compartment here where I keep my carabiner. This is for towing purposes, and I have my key. So that's another quick compartment there. Now to getting into the main contents. Medical kit has band-aid, has ointments, has creams, has painkillers, has oral rehydration solution. What else does this have? Some antihistamines. Yeah, I'll talk about this in detail someday. It's a quick kit I just put together, keeping in mind what could happen when I have a fall or something. So that's the medical kit coming out. And then I of course run with my Powertronic adapter, the stock converter. Not because I don't trust my Powertronic. I'll make a dedicated video on my Powertronic that has been sitting on this motorcycle for 28,000 kilometers now. 28,000 kilometers on the Powertronic, and I will pull out a picture of my spark plug and show to you what I mean. That is a video coming up soon for you guys. So can this be trusted? Yes, of course. But any which ways, I keep my backup ready, the stock converter. And then I have some earplugs and yeah, the related stuff. Tire air compressor, or air what do you call this, air pump, and another camera, an additional camera for multiple shots. WD-40 is because I believe in cleaning the chain more than lubing the chain when you do all sorts of off-road riding. That is more important. So I always ride with a small can of WD-40. You will always see me have either this size or slightly larger, the longer one, and that is an essential EDC if you ask me. And yeah, the giant toolkit. I am supposed to spend some time and then take only the essential tools out of this and put it in my tank bag, is because this is about 2.5 kilos. So 2 kilos maybe. Yeah, looking at 2 kilos. So 2 kilos on this is counterproductive. So I'm definitely going to sit with my toolkit and kind of pull out only the right ones, the ones that I would need in times of emergency when I do trails. Rest of the tools, I mean, this big fella can go into my backpack, which is another video coming up soon for you guys. So what else do we have here? Yep, power cord for the phone, and yeah, another interesting thing, some zip ties just like that outside, a silica pack. And another interesting thing about this tank bag is you have this tank bag is waterproof. I mean, they call it water resistant, but from the few days of riding around with this tank bag in rain, I can guarantee it that this is almost 90% waterproof. So I don't know how this will perform if you're only in the rain throughout the length of the day, but all the short bursts that I got to witness with this tank bag, absolutely nothing seeped in. So this is indeed a fantastic tank bag in terms of waterproofing. And just to make things a little more concrete, these guys have provided with a dry bag, more like a waterproof bag, and all this can go in and roll top and shove that into the tank bag like that. So yep, they have gone ahead and thought extensively on what you would need when you do trail riding, and just that. Some knickknacks, yes. A small tiny water bottle, yes. This can carry all sorts of things if you plan it really well. That's all there is for you. Compare it to the size of my hand, and that's all there is for you. 5 liters. And of course, like I said, it can be extended to 7.5 liters. So again, a big, giant, huge toolkit, which is not supposed to be in there, goes in there and takes up 3/4 of the space. And then I have my air compressor, and then I have my WD-40, I have my medical kit, I have my additional camera sitting here, and wait, yep, like I said, you have to plan the space really well. And finally my, yeah, that's about it. So of course there's a lot of room for customization. Of course, you guys can go ahead and think about what can you do to optimize the space that you have in the bag. But then that's something that I would leave it to you guys to decide. Whether you want this, whether you should buy this, is totally up to you. I am not going to be recommending this for people who do long stretches of highway, who want slightly larger capacity tank bags. The Rhinox Navigator is far better in terms of capacity, volume. Anything bigger than the Rhinox Navigator is not suited for the Himalayan. Kindly understand the profile of the tank. A very narrow tank, and you do not want something which sticks out a lot. That will definitely hinder your focus, your concentration on the road. So yep, this is only for the fellows who do a lot of off-road riding. A highly interesting piece of luggage that you can think about. And maybe, yeah, the whole purpose of making this video is for you guys to be able to see what this can take. Quite expensive. 7,500 rupees is not cheap. Quite expensive. So think about it. If you find the investment worthy of your needs, only then go ahead and purchase it. So hopefully that ought to clear a lot of doubts. As of now, this is where I am at, and I'm with my riding buddy Ashi. She is back. People have been asking about her. I mean, one of the subscribers even commented on YouTube asking about the whereabouts of Ashi. And where were you, Ashi?
I was in Ladakh.
Ashi was in Ladakh, and she was roaming around all on her own. And she was, she was just amazing. You guys should definitely go check out Budget Travel with Ashi on Instagram and on YouTube. Videos coming up for you. Any which ways, so this is where I'm at, and just a quick short jaunt of sorts. Headed back home, and we'll definitely make this video and put it out ASAP. So this is Ben signing out for now. Ciao, guys.